Good morning. It's a beautiful spring morning here in Tripoli. The birds woke us up singing, and you can still hear them singing in the background. We've stayed at this quaint little bed and breakfast not too far from the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Now today we'll be heading up the mountains, and I saw quite a bit of snow on those mountains, so I'm packing an extra jacket. Even though it's springtime, there's still snow on those very high mountains. And we'll be going up to see the cedars, these big, old, thousands-old trees. And I'm looking forward to getting out into the Lebanese countryside and exploring there. This is pretty amazing driving.
It's an adventure to drive in Lebanon.
Now this is the market, huh?
This is the flea market.
We've been driving for just about an hour outside of Tripoli, just going up into the mountains. We're heading towards where some of the ski areas are and going to see those cedars. It's just amazing the differences as we've moved out of the city into the small villages and now into this very mountainous area. Small church there, right on top of the hill, and the ski slopes are in the distance. We're visiting here the house of Gibran. He's a very famous author and artist. This is his house. This is where he was inspired to write. He died in the early 1900s. It's amazing that they are able to keep this restored just like he had just stepped out for a moment. And then he would come back here to write. The museum's literally been built into the side of this rock face. And being so high up, we're at about 1,500 meters, there's lots of spring water, fresh spring water coming from the mountains. An absolutely beautiful landscape here. We have the snow-capped mountains and the churches. You can see the big churches in the foreground here. We've arrived here at the cedars. Now the cedars are these cedar trees. It's very interesting. The pine cones of these cedar trees are on top of the... And we are very close to the top of the mountain, and you can see the ski chalets in the distance. And so this place gets very busy in the winter, and it's quite magical because you can come up here for the day to ski and then travel back down to have dinner along the coast of the Mediterranean. And this is the biggest, largest cedar tree. It is 5,000 years old. So it started growing in 3000 BC. Again, the Phoenicians were the ones that chopped these downs, and they traded them to the Egyptians. Now that tree, that's 5,000 years old, would have started growing before the pyramids were built. So this is a new project where they are planting new cedar trees, and you can see the baby ones here. Now this man's just asked us if we would like to plant one, so we're going to plant one, Sadiqa and Constantina and I, and help to grow this cedar forest. Here's the baby cedar trees that we'll be planting. This tree here is 3,000 years old, and A French poet in the early 1800s came and wrote his poetry here, named Lamartine. But as you can see, it was hit by lightning. And today they put metal posts in the top of the tree so that the lightning will come and hit this again instead of hitting the new trees. You can see that this tree was also hit by lightning, and it was a small hit, so the tree is still standing. This has been an absolutely magical day in this enchanted forest with these old trees that are just living still. We're off down the hill, the big valley, to taste some kebbe, a traditional Lebanese food, at the local restaurant here.